Now that I have my collections added, let's go ahead and add some products to go within. We're going to do some of the boutique items and some of the apparel items so I can also show you variants. So from your dashboard, go to products. We're going to add a product. One of my boutique items is called Tusk Tundra. Now, I used to sell paparazzi. Y'all don't know that about me, but I still have some of my items here. From the top, I already started. Now, when I did collections, I did the title capitalized. When I do the product title, I don't capitalize it. Now, I already have a description for this necklace, but we will get into AI. AI is within Shopify for you to be able to do not only your description, but there's AI involved with backgrounds as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug in my description here. And that's my description for this item. And I'm also going to change it because we're going to do a variant with this as well. So I have white and brown stone beads. When we get here, I'm going to add my pictures. You can either upload them or drag and drop. And I'm going to drag and drop. So now we have both the variants. And I'm going to go ahead and add in the collection, which is necklace sets, because they come with earrings and a necklace. And I also have that here. Now for type, you can plug in what the type is. Vendor is if you want to put yourself, or if you are drop shipping, if you want to list the vendor, you can. It is not a necessity. This is a place where you could put tags if you want. I could put paparazzi here if I wanted to. Just because this is what I used to sell, not because I have to, but I could say necklace sets. So tags are like keywords to help with SEO and search optimization when you add Google as a sales channel. And I will show that in another video. So automatically, Shopify has categorized this necklaces and jewelry. Amen. Amen. Now, what we do here is we're going to add the price. I'm going to keep this at $5. Okay, so $5. Am I going to charge tax? Absolutely. Cost per item. This is for you. Obviously, the customer's not going to see this, but this is for you to understand and get a clear view of what your profit margin is. So if you know what you paid for this particular item, what you could do is you could plug that in here, and it's telling you what your profit margin is. And I'm guessing because it's been a while since I sold. I think I bought them at $275, might have been $225. I'm not sure, but either way, it's a 45% profit margin. Track quantity. I'm going to put this because what the track quantity button does is it is telling you and your customers how many of an item you have of this to sell. If this is like a shirt and you have the capability of constantly making this item, you choose to continue to make it for as long as they're ordering, then you want to uncheck that button. That's telling Shopify that you're going to keep going and you're going to keep making this for as long as the customer's buying. In my circumstance, I'm going to say track the quantity because I only have a limited amount of this necklace. So when that limit has been reached, it's going to show as sold out. Track quantity means either you have inventory in stock and once it's sold out, you don't have no more. Or when you uncheck it, it is telling Shopify, I'm going to continue to make this for as long as they're buying because I have the capability of reproducing this item over and over and over again. There's no limit. Then you're going to tell Shopify, is this a physical item or not? You would uncheck this if you have digital items or classes. So this is a physical item. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that here. You can choose what type of package this would be shipped out in. And that is in a separate video, the shipping video. Okay. You can enter in the product weight. I would encourage you to do this if you know it. Why is that? Because with shipping, that is another separate video, should you decide to change your rates and how you charge for shipping, there is a method of shipping And it is basically based off of what the current rates of USPS or UPS is charging. Pretty much whatever they're charging, that's what I'm going to charge based off of the weights and distance of this item. That is how your customers charge, and that's how you are charged when you ship it based off of the weight of the package. Because why do we weigh it? Because it matters, and the distance that it's going. When you choose that particular type of shipping method, it is crucial to have the weight of that item here on the product page because it matters. If you just choose, let's just say you choose from flat rate to based off of the weight of the what USPS and UPS is charging, and your items don't have weights, it will not calculate correctly. It'll calculate an item, but you might be coming out of pocket. So it is important that if you know the weight, plug the weight. I will do a separate video showing you how to add the weight should you decide down the line. If you can think it, it can happen. There's always a situation where someone might change their mind and oops, I forgot to add the weight of the items. I will show you how to bulk edit the weight in there. But as you're entering your items, if you're a new store, if you can, enter the weight of the item. So for instance, this weight for this necklace, I believe is about 4 ounces. I'm guessing. I'll find out. All right. And so with this necklace, there's two different variants. Here we are in the variants. There's two different variants. There's white and brown. So I'm going to choose color. We're going to add a variant and we're going to change what they have here. I'm going to say whites, or it should be here. That's clear. No, we don't want clear. Whites. If they don't have your color, you can also type it in. Let's just say yellow. And you can add yellow. So we got brown and white. I'm done with the variants on this. Now, what I want to do here is I'm going to make sure that I put in the proper quantities for each, which is under the available title. And in my opinion, if you can, if it's not too much of a hassle, okay, put the picture, associate the picture with the variant. Meaning, click on this picture and put what brown looks like, what the brown one looks like. Click on the picture and put what the white one looks like. So when they're on your website, they can go back and forth and see which one they like better. Here, I'm going to go ahead and put how many I have available. I know I have at least 2 of each. I'm not sure right off the top of my head, but I'm gonna at least put in 2. And down here at the bottom, if you can see the search engine listing and how this looks when it appears like on Google, right? This is what it looks like. That's what the listing looks like. Let's save. Let's take a look at how that looks on the website. Sometimes you have to get all the way out the product for Shopify to register it though. So let's take a look. Let's look under boutique and necklace sets. It is there. Now, when they click on this, I don't like this theme, so I might change this theme. I'm going to do that in another video. But here it is showing the variants. I might end up changing this now because I don't like that theme, honey. But here is the products. And so when we actually set up the home page, you'll be able to do something where when they hover over this picture, it'll automatically change to other photos within that product page. So it'll automatically show the white option and then the brown option. Okay. So that is how to add that product. And so let me do another example for apparel. You can add another product. So because we're getting into the holiday season, I'm going to do a t-shirt. So let me just find some shirts real quick and then I'm going to drop them up in there. All right, so I found another, some more images. Now, this is a design I did a few years ago, I believe. Because we are coming up on October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I have this design. And so this is another way that we can do bundles, number one. And number two, I want to show you how to work this type of variant in here. Okay, this is gonna be a bonus. This is a bonus, family. Okay, so here, without an app, I actually created bundles for this, and we're gonna go through it right now. Okay, I'm gonna drop all three of these pictures. Boom. And this is something else I want to add. What I'm going to do really, really, really quick, I am going to add in my collections drinkware. Okay. So add collection. I'm going to say drinkware. And I'm going to add my drinkware collections. So I'm going to add, so I do mugs and tumblers, right? Mugs and tumblers. I'm doing these both as drop down menus. Remember, but I did my t-shirts for the as the smarts one so that we tag it, right? Let's go back to products. Actually, let me do the drop down. Let me take this all the way. Let's go to content. All right, and do our menu for this menu. We're going to click in a second, collections, drinkware, check mark, add menu, click in the second box, collections, mugs, check mark, indent it so that it's a nested menu. And now I can add my second one here, click in the second box, collections, and tumblers. Check, check, save. Let's go to products. Here's what the product looks like. Okay. And I am going to put the title as Survivors Wear Pink. There's no rhyme or reason to that. But if you have several domestic violence or breast cancer type products, then you might just want to name it whatever wording is on the shirts. You can even, well, I don't want to say shirts because in the title, because we also have a tumbler here. Okay. Now here, I'm going to say apparel and automatically says t-shirts and clothing tops. Under collections, I'm going to do the drop down for tumblers. As you can see, remember I set up t-shirts as the tag system. So there's not a drop down. Let me show you again. There is no t-shirt collection in the drop down. Do you see it? Do you see it? There's apparel. That's the main. That's the mother heading. But there's no t-shirt. That's because we added the tags. And this is what you have to remember. And why I said you have to remember what you called it. But I wanted to show this example because you can enter this product in several collections, whatever collection applies. So what if the customer comes to your website and they're looking for a tumbler and they see the tumbler, but they didn't even think about looking in apparel until they seen the capability of buying the bundle from you. Y'all don't hear me though. They went looking for a tumbler and then saw that they can order this tumbler and a t-shirt. They weren't even thinking about t-shirts when they came to your website. But because you showed it as an option, now you just upselled without having an app. That's why I'm showing this example, because I want to show you that you can put your product in multiple collections, whatever collections apply, right? You don't want to throw it in just any collection. It has to apply. It has to make sense. We got it in tumblers. Why? Because I have a tumbler. And then because I put t-shirts in the tag system of collections, I have to come down here to tags and I'm going to put T. And then the tag appears down here in the bottom. I can also say t-shirt. Either one of those will apply. I'm just going to leave one though. I want to just show you that you could put them all, but I'm just going to leave, well, actually, I'm going to leave both. All right. Because anytime my customer comes to the website and they plug in t-shirt, all t-shirts will show up. We can also even add it and say breast cancer awareness. Now, we didn't create a collection for that, no, but this helps with SEO and SEO optimization and searching capabilities. If someone goes to Google and they search breast cancer or breast cancer awareness, this could come up. And so I don't want you to think that I skipped the description. So I'm going to use AI for this description. When you use AI for your description, you can choose the tone of your description, whether it be expert, daring, playful, sophisticated, or a custom tone. You could do persuasive and supportive. Let's do supportive. So you're just going to plug in some general stuff here. Show your support for your favorite breast cancer survivor or warrior, whatever you want to put, by wearing one of our custom shirts. You can also add the tumbler. You can also put, let's see, custom, add the stainless steel tumbler to go all the way. The stainless steel tumbler will keep beverages hot and or cold for hours and comes with a straw. You could say stainless steel straw. Our shirts are made of 100% pre-shrunk cotton. Generate. Show your support for breast cancer survivors with our Survivors Wear Pink shirts, crafted from 100% pre-shrunk cotton for lasting comfort. Complete your message of hope with the matching stainless steel tumbler designed to keep drinks hot or cold for hours, featuring a reusable stainless steel straw. Wear your heart on your sleeve and raise awareness wherever you go. Hot dang. Hot, I almost cussed. Hot dog. Okay? Hot dang, hot dog, whatever. That was perfect. If you don't like that, you can hit generate again. I'm keeping that. That is hot. Hot dog. I tell you. Let's go ahead and keep going. Now, what does a shirt cost? Let me tell you something right here. We are creating the capability for our customer to choose either a shirt, a tumbler, or a shirt and tumbler. So, what is the starting price of one of those items? $25 at very least, no less than that. Charge tax. I'm going to skip the cost of item right now because off the top of my head, I don't know what the cost of the tumbler and t-shirt. Let's just say our cost is $15. So it's showing you that you have a 40% profit margin, $10 profit, right? Because $5 for the shirt, our cost, $5 for the tumbler, our cost, and I'm guesstimating. And then if you have to order DTF, that could be $5. So again, I'm guesstimating, okay? But the starting price is $25. Why I'm not putting all the prices or the highest prices, because we're going to build upon that. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Again, track quantity. Do you want to put in that I only have 5 of these? Only 5 are available? You can do that if you wish, and we could put that here. We will have to adjust once we do our variants. Physical product, yes. And what I would do is put in a weight. It's going to be a little tricky because, again, the weight of a tumbler is different from a weight of a shirt. Is different from the weight of both of them. So we can circle back to that, okay? And we can even do that in the bulk edit section. I'm gonna get my scale and do that. Okay, let's go to variants. I'm going to do a custom variant. So I'm going to say, choose your package. Okay. If it's not there, you can say create. They have the capability of ordering the shirt only, the tumbler only, shirts and tumbler bundle. Let's try that. I think I might need to add more, but we're going to try that. Let's add the sizes. Also, I would say make sure in the description that you put that it's a 20-ounce tumbler or whatever the size is, 20-ounce tumbler. Let's come back down. The variants do our sizes. What sizes do you offer? And they've already selected here, small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X, 4X, whatever you want to offer. Done. All right. And so based upon our variants, and I might have to double back because I feel like I've done this tutorial a couple times, but I sometimes still forget something. Hey, we're not perfect. We're not perfect, right? All right. So based upon these two variants, they have included all the variants. So there's 21 variants altogether. I feel like I have to add a tumbler, no shirt. So what I need to add, because there's 2 variants, right? And so what Shopify is going to do, I'm going to go through this first. And then I'm going to show you the fix to it, okay? Shirt only, tumbler only, shirt and tumbler bundle. And then we got the sizes. So shirt only, we are going to keep the price at $25 up to the XLs, right? So change the price. Remember I said you might have to change the quantity. So we're gonna, in a perfect world, we got 5 of each size. So add the quantities and then minimize that. Let's go to tumbler. The tumbler, there's no size, right? So we're gonna have a tumbler, no shirt. Let's go add it. No shirts. Just click save. We're gonna put this at the top right before small. All right, so this created another variant under shirt. We're gonna leave this quantity at 0 because it doesn't make any sense. If they choose a shirt and it's a no shirt option, we're going to leave this at 0 because it doesn't make sense. But if we go to Tumblr only and expand that menu and they only want the tumbler, you can create the price here and then your quantity. And then for the rest of these variants, the website is going to show sold out. So again, under shirt only, it says shirt, no shirt. Does that make sense? If I want a shirt only, why is there a no shirt option, right? We're going to leave it at 0 and it's going to show as sold out. But the rest of the items will show the price and the quantity. The reason why it's going to show sold out is because we put 0 quantity. For Tumblr only, the no shirt. If I say I only want a tumbler, no shirt, this is my option. I shouldn't have to choose a size. I don't want a shirt. Speak it out in your head. I don't want a shirt. So leave all those at 0 and have the no shirt quantity at 5 or whatever. Now, if they want a shirt and tumbler bundle, we are going to leave the no shirt at 0, just like we did for shirt only, because again, it doesn't make sense. I said I want a shirt and tumbler bundle. I want both of them. So we don't need the no shirt variant. Go ahead and put your quantity here. This will all make sense when we get to see this in action. Okay, I'm going to minimize this, do shirt only. I want to include the picture of just the shirt. Do tumbler only. I want to show just a picture of the tumbler. Shirt and tumbler, I want to include the picture of both of them. So when they cycle through the options that they have to shop, they're going to see the pictures that they're choosing. Okay, click save. Now, when we pull it up in the website, check it out, y'all. So here's our item. Let's click on it. All right, and let me decrease this a little bit so y'all can see a little better. So we have the description. We have our starting price. Now, let's look at this. And I encourage you, almost require of you, when you do stuff like this, make sure that you do a run through as if you are a customer to make sure that they don't get confused and make sure that your system is working properly so that if it isn't, you know how to correct it. You correct it and go back and make sure that your customer has an easy shopping experience, correct? So shirt only. You see, it says the no shirt is crossed out because again, it doesn't make sense. If I want a shirt only, then the only thing I need to do is select the size, right? So go through and make sure that your sizes, the prices is right. Oh, y'all, we didn't change the price of the bundle. Let's go back and do that real quick. Ooh, child, y'all didn't tell me. Go back into the product. See, I got excited. And I forgot. Okay, Tumblr only. The price was good. Okay, there was no price for shirt and Tumblr bundle. So normally, what a shirt is 25, a Tumblr is 25, and so that would be 50, right? You can either keep it at 50 or do 45. Usually, you give them a little slight discount when they buy both. It's up to you. Again, personal preference, but make sure when you get to these XLs. So the XL was 30, 25. So that would be 55. So you could do 50. That's a $5 discount at each level. Okay. Save. Okay, now let's go back to the store. Let's refresh it. Give it a second. Right. All right, so start from the top. Shirt. I want a shirt, right? I got a 4XL, 2XL. The price is the price. Tumbler only. You see when I click tumbler only, shirt only, the no shirt is crossed out. Tumbler only, the sizes are crossed out. It's not available, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, because you don't pick a size for tumbler. You can pick no shirt and then add it to cart. For shirt and tumbler bundle, now they can choose a size. And again, the no shirt is crossed out because the shirt is within what they're choosing. And so it shows $25, but check it out. Once you start choosing your size, there we go. The price is right. Okay. Amen. Amen, y'all. Okay. What we did here is we did products with variants. We also did products with variants and bundles. We did a bundle up in here. And again, when you're doing stuff like that, I want you to talk it out. Like I said, when we look at this bundle that we created without an app, when we look at this bundle that we created, if they choose shirt only, then no shirt would not apply because that's what they're choosing. They're choosing a shirt. But we had to create that variant because we added a tumbler option. Because what? We are also showcasing this in the tumbler collection. Let's go take a look at that. Remember, Remember that I said that you can show this product in more than one collection because it applies to more than one collection. Let it show up because if they come looking for a tumbler, they may not know that the shirt even exists. So let's go to drinkware and then tumbler. And there it is. Let's go to apparel and then shirts. And there it is. Remember, I also said that we set this up in collections using the tag system, right? Let's go back to collections. Let's look at the shirt. I said shirt and t-shirt were any conditions. Now, if I choose this to all conditions, let's go back and take a look. Remember I said all conditions means that all of these must be present. Any means or T or shirt or t-shirt. So let's go back to our website and see if it still shows up. Do you see it is not showing up? So I'm going to apparel and I'm clicking t-shirt. Where did it go? This is very important for you to know because I've been down this road with customers because I set it up. They done learn this little thing, this little shortcut from someone else. They try to apply it and then they come back to me. Why isn't my product showing up? Because you're doing something you don't know, you didn't ask me about. We didn't set your website up like this. I did manual. I did the manual collection. So if we go back to t-shirt, stay with me, y'all. All collections mean that all of these tags need to apply and be in the product section. So if we go back to the product, we only put in 2. Let's go ahead and add the other one, shall we? T. And what was the other one? T-shirt, T, and shirt. Add shirt. Okay, so that's our tags right there. T-shirt, T, and shirt. Save. Now let's go back, get out, because sometimes you have to get all the way out of it for Shopify to refresh that screen. And there it is. Okay, I want y'all to understand that part. Okay, that's why I like the drop down because if you click the wrong button and you end up putting all instead of any, that means you have to list all of these, which makes no sense to me. That's kind of redundant. If you list 4 different tags and you have to input all 4 tags for this to apply, that's kind of redundant to me. So click any. All right. I hope y'all learned something from this. Let me see if I want to do another one. Should we do another one just without any variants? Let's add another one. We'll do another boutique item. All right, this necklace is called Sorry to Burst Your Bubble. I remember these names from when I did jewelry. Here's the description. Here's the photo. Again, for type, we could say necklace. Collections, we had to drop down for a necklace set because it has earrings and a necklace, and I can even bold and italicize that so it kind of stands out. Hey, you're getting 2 items for just one price of $5. Charging tax, okay. Track quantity, yes, because I think I only have maybe one of those, I believe. Physical product, yes. I will add a weight of 4, and there's no other variants. It is what it is. You get a necklace. That's it. There's no variants. So we added the weight. It's a physical product. We tracked quantity because we only have a one. If I had 20 or more, I just put 20. $5 is a charge. I put it in a collection, gave it a type, and included a photo and a description. Let's save. Let's add another product. Let's do a t-shirt with that just needs the sizes without all the other stuff that I had you do from the bundle. So again, we're gonna say, let's say t-shirt for type. We're gonna put that, remember that's the tag, so we gotta do T. I would also maybe even do some tags for different other like breast cancer awareness. Now, we did not create a breast cancer awareness collection, but we're gonna put breast cancer awareness on this shirt, and I'm gonna show you why. So we're gonna say add that. And then let's do just breast cancer. Okay. So we're going to tag it. We tagged it not only because that's the way we set up how we do our collection so that it'll fall under the category of t-shirts, but I'm going to show you why you want to even put in here what the shirt is about. Okay. So we're going to call this breast cancer Warrior, because that's the name that's on the shirt. We're gonna do AI to do our descriptions. Please do descriptions for your items. Please, oh please. Okay, it is kind of tacky when you don't have descriptions, honey. Let's do this. Okay, show your support for the for someone who is a breast cancer warrior and defeated. Say, show your support for someone who has won their battle with breast cancer. It will let AI figure out the rest. Then I want you to put, again, our t-shirts are made of 100% pre-shrunk cotton. Okay, so generate. All right, celebrate the strength and courage of a breast cancer survivor with our breast cancer warrior t-shirt crafted from 100% pre-shrunk cotton. It offers lasting comfort and durability. Wearing the shirt is a meaningful way to show your support and honor the journey of someone special who has won their battle. Amen. 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 I love that. So, how much is this shirt? $25. Charging tax? Yes. Tracking quantity? Let's take that off and say, hey, we're going to run it for as long as they order, because guess what? It's breast cancer awareness is not a season, even though they highlight it in October. People are fighting this disease every single day. Run it. So I uncheck track quantity because for as long as they're ordering it, I can supply it. Okay. Physical product? Yes, it is. How much would it weigh? I'd say a t-shirt is about 4 or 5 ounces. Let's just put 5 ounces, right? The only variant that we need to offer here is size. So click variants, size. Choose the sizes. I don't know why it just plugged in large, but let's add to that. Small, medium, large, extra large. Do. Okay, we're going to need to move large in its space. Small, medium, large, extra large, blah, blah, blah. That's the only variants we need. There's no other variant that needs to be here. Okay, so small, medium, large, extra large, and at our XLs, we're going to add extra 5. And then we can save. What we're going to do is we're going to get out of that. We're going to go to our website page. Remember I told you to tag it with breast cancer and breast cancer awareness? If someone comes to your website and they search, forget that it's already here, but breast cancer, you see what comes up? If they're coming to your website because they see you out in the shopping center or they ran into their old friend and you told them that you do breast cancer awareness shirts, what if they don't want to go to the menu? They can just go and search for what they're looking for. I'm going to come out and we're going to go to the other one, right? We're going to go to, oh, both of them should have popped up, to breast cancer awareness. Both of those shirts pop up because we tag them in Shopify. Do we have a breast cancer awareness collection? No. But because you tagged it as such, they can come and just do a search and get what they came to get. This is called making your website easy to navigate. You want to make it easy for them to shop, not hard, okay? And when we do the homepage setup, you'll see that we have an option when they hover over this that it will change the image. So any picture that you have, it'll change the image as they hover over it, okay? I hope this helps you, and I'll see you in the next video.